Is a dish best served cold. Well, that's it for Denver. Westbrook and Murray in the back, the front line. Meanwhile, for the home crew, it'll be Edwards looking to post up Julius Randle. He gets it against Russell Westbrook. Mid-range jumper is pure on the delay. Quick hit ahead to Conley. Bounce pass to Gobert inside, and he gets it to go better.
Yeah, this is always an anticipated matchup. Rudy Gobert, former defensive player of the year against Jokic, and here you see him overplaying the passing lane.
Makes it 6-0. 4 quick points for the big center from France. Murray guarded by McDaniels here on the switch. Joker amongst the top 3 3-point.
Yeah, I watched him in.
Christian Brown has been shooting the basketball extremely well for this Nuggets team. Joker and Gobert wrestling inside. A 30-point near triple-double. Edwards crosses over, blows by, and got the left. Edwards had 28 last time out in the first meeting between these two teams. Here's Murray with a little step back. He got it to ball. Jamal this season. You look at his body right now there, Tim. Much different than it was.
Yeah, and as great as Jokic has been and always is, Jamal Murray, as we all know, might be the key to the entire thing. And Denver out there with 3 guards and a long.
Randle with a little post up on the block. No whistle. Back to Randle. Good 2-man game there.
Lead, and Minnesota went on to the conference finals.
Out of the timeout. Jokic hands it off to Brown, gets it back. Both centers are 3 for 3 from the field, make it help than any other player in the NBA. There he saw some on the help as well, and Minnesota moved the ball well, Tim.
Spots, because there's going to be blitzes on middle to shoot it or facilitate.
Great baseline cut by Brown, had it blocked at the rim, out of bounds. To Murray. Murray up to 37% as well each time. Randle off the mark, Gobert with the rebound. To McDaniels for the slam. Boy, Rudy Gobert.
And actually, early in the clock if you're Julius Randle right now.
Porter Jr. double teamed out top. Jokic against McDaniels. And lays it in. Joker gonna pound away against Naz Reid. And that's his first miss of the ball game. But he did a little bit of cleanup. Wally Hooker now 6 of 7. Nickeil Alexander-Walker checked in during the break. Naz Reid wide open, lined up the seams. Butter.
At cult hero level status. Point line this month. So that's automatic for Naz Reid when he walks into a trail 3.
Merced counters with the 3. Here's Randle. Alexander-Walker behind the screen. They went under, and he made the off the Jokic screen. That pass was coming in maybe a little bit hot. Numbers the other way, a 3-on-1. Alexander-Walker uses the 5 in the ball game for him. Brown with a body bump on Naz Reid. Count it, and one
on Jamal Murray. 3 different guys that like to triple doubles heading into the 4th quarter. First guy in 50 years to do that as well.
Hey, sees 2 bodies, kicks it out to Alexander-Walker on the drive. Into the corner. Dillingham. A little too strong off glass, got it back. He is fearless as a... Picked up by Murray. Gordon switches on to him. Dillingham lacerating the lane for the lane.
With what they have done in the season they went through a year ago. Happy for J.B. Bickerstaff and that young talent.
Rob Dillingham sets the screen and rolls. 5 on the clock. Edwards inside. Great time for the bucket to Gobert. Timeout. Here's Murray out top over Alexander-Walker, and he swishes one up a little bit. That plays at a high pace. Not a half-court offense out of them. Dillingham around the screen. That jump for Murray. Guarded by Alexander-Walker. Watson sets the screen. Jamal Murray turns the corner, goes glass, and knocked. Well, that's good news for Minnesota. He had just started to shoot the basketball extremely well after a lethargic beginning. Down to 7 now for Minnesota. Good hands by Dillingham. Watson got to the court, through the wickets, and Jordan finished it off. What a pass. Murray from 16 feet, pure. Daniels kicks it out to Randle. Little show and go. Tried to punch, and Watson said no. Inside, Reid tries it. Jordan got a piece of it. Randle had it back tapped. Denver off and running. Brown goes tween inside and scores it. Up to Michael Jordan on advice, Tim Legler, on how to handle some of the double teams and traps that he's seen.
Offensively.
And we were told he was a little bit under the weather coming into the game today. In a crowd, steps through in a slick finish.
Have their best basketball in them after the All-Star break.
We'll be watching tonight. Westbrook with the slot cut, didn't get it, but tipped it home. He did back outside, 7 on the shot clock for Conley. Blew a tire and turned it over. Gordon up court to Westbrook, who lays it home.
And what they do when they convert a turnover going the other way.
Edwards puts his shoulder into Murray, spins, fires. McDaniels for the bucket.
Knows it. They give up a lot of points at the rim, and that's 40 now, points in the paint for Minnesota, and we still have a minute to make people better, facilitate the game. All of this paint production, try to force Minnesota to take a three.
There's the three from McDaniels. They got the 12-point game. McDaniels off the turnover. Randall on the fly, got Edwards with him. Randall missed it. Edwards has his...
Trying to take this down as far as they can and leave Denver as little time as possible.
Run an inverted pick and roll with Randall and Conley. It worked.
In close games that we define as clutch games, you could find 10 possessions probably to give them 6 more wins that could have gone a different way. Really a guard, and there's no match for Rudy Gobert at the rim.
Brown goes under the screen. Pocket pass to Gobert. The float game is on. Biggest lead of the game for Minnesota. Murray with the empty corner action with Joker. And the fadeaway. Edwards skip pass to a wide open Conley. Man, they slept on him.
Almost 50% from the field over his last 4 games. And he said how critical it was, and then trust your teammates. He's done a nice job of that today.
Westbrook finds Jokic and Wall.
In this game whatsoever. They're not making Minnesota feel them. Let's see if they can pick up the level of desperation on this end and get some stops.
Edwards. And this Denver team has a top 10 defense, Tim, but right now leaking a little bit of oil. Murray turns the corner and elevates. Porter Jr. into the front court with Denver down by 15. Murray, the leading scorer, with 20. Make it 20. Up and down they go. Christian Brown straightaway 3. He can make those and has been this year.
Yeah, Minnesota's really gotten it across the board. 5 guys in double figures, including the 10 that Dillingham gave them off the bench.
They could use a little bit more of Michael Porter. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, you can't overstate the impact Rudy Gobert has had on this game, really from the opening tip. There you go.
Jokic on the drive. Gordon for 3. Got it. Get a 14-point game, but Denver unable to take the rhythm offensively away from this T-Wolves team. In rhythm, Edwards.
Of the game, and in a way he gets distracted by what coaches or teammates are telling him to do. Gobert said, I know how to rebound the ball. I just need to trust my...
3-foot sidestep with that elevation. It's a clean shot.
Off the swirl action, Reed into the corner. Alexander Walker got it. The Joker. Strother with the DHO back to Jokic. And he quiets the crowd.
I think is in free flow right now.
Murray off the screen, picked up by Randall on the switch. Knocks down the mid-range jumper.
Very important timeout, I thought, for Chris Finch to finish this quarter the right way after Denver hits a couple of shots in a row.
Alexander Walker pursuing him off the screen. Now Randall switches onto him. There's the mismatch. And there's that big body Benz move.
Sped up at the rim because there's another defender coming. He slows it down to get off something that's on balance.
Great point, Tim, as Reed knocks it
down in Dallas, who's pretty good at decelerating as well.
That would make a lot of sense, too. Jokic with the lob. Wow, Watts had it knocked away by Aaron Gordon. Good hands. Aaron Gordon takes it right at Randall, missed it, and retrieved it for the putback.
In your wheelhouse offensively with 2s and free throws and paint touches.
Randall on the pick and pop, open for 3. Goes, sprays it to Alexander Walker. Pristine ball movement. Reed with the offensive board. Missed the putback, got the second one. Unrelenting and...
Yeah, Denver really doing yeoman's work down there, throwing bodies around to create extra opportunities.
There's Westbrook, raises up and lays it in. Season high a couple of nights ago. Reed going to try and walk down Porter Jr. Good defense by Porter Jr. Dillingham missed, but McCalled. Why so serious? It's a fantastic read on insights to the 3-time MVP. And they turn it over on the baseline out of bounds. Randall on the fly. Joker got a piece. It didn't matter. And in that context, a big game coming up for Dallas next. Edwards with a logo three, and it's butter.
And there are times I've watched him this year, I didn't necessarily love the ratio of threes to free throws because of his ability to attack as an athlete. That has changed in January. He's up to 8 job, I feel like, in January of blending both into his game.
There he is going left. Pristine touch off
for Minnesota.
Edwards out of the double team. One more to Conley. Put Tyson on a flight and knocked down to 3. And Tyson, what he got. Strother off the dribble handoff. Luka Garza checked into the ball game along with Minot. And Zeke Notches are on triple doubles, and it's really all over.
No doubt.
Dillingham out top. There's Minot. Everybody feeling confident. It's contagious.
Slow is not the same as fast to slow.
That's me. That's
I got you.
Strother with the float game. Got it. Minnesota will take this one 133 to 104. They led it wire to wire. Arguably